it is. Happy Wednesday, everybody. It is a beautiful night in October as we approach week 7 of the college football season, and we get ready for episode 7 of the Give Back to the Game podcast. Psyched to be here with you guys. It was a busy weekend of college football. We had a blue blood lose to the worst Power 5 team in college football. That was fun and unexpected. We also have fan bases calling for coaches' heads, which is pretty fun. It's always a good time. And
talking about the same game, though.
Also the same game, yes, funny enough. And then also a few different ranked matchups from last week, like Bama, Vandy. We had Miami and Florida State. But just good games all around. So we'll dive into some of those in a little bit. But yeah, please like, comment, subscribe. Just click the subscribe button. I mean, we just hit 100 subscribers. I know last week at this time we were at 99 and we were waiting for that number 100. So that's super exciting. Let's just real quick clap it up for the fellas. Come on. 100 subscribers. We're big time now. That's so cool, man.
Never big time.
Oh, man, that's so cool. Praise God. We're so grateful for what the Lord is doing, man, because, I just love doing this. And so the fact that 100 people decided to, I guess, in essence, follow our content is pretty cool, at least to me. And I know you guys feel that way as well. But, man, hoping that we can keep going, whether the Lord wills it. If not, 104 is fine with me. You know what I mean? But yeah, so if you are not subscribing and you happened upon this video, please like the video or at least stick around, watch a little bit, see if what we talk about is interesting, and give us a like. And if you think that what we talk about is interesting enough for you to visit us next week and the following, subscribe and then turn the post notifications on and then comment if you feel like we're missing stuff or things that we're doing well, we're not doing well. Let us know in the comments. We would love to improve our channel and our content for the viewers. So, that being said, who are we? We're the Give Back to the Game podcast. This is episode 7 of our podcast. We're glad that, Sam, you are back with us this week to keep us on track. Last week it was just William and I, and we ran about an hour past what we were supposed to, which is pretty on brand for us.
Was it 2:30?
What?
Was it 2:30?
It was
2:20 or something like that.
Yeah, it was like 2:20 something.
My.
Yeah, it was.
What time did you get done?
It was late.
We got done late. I think it was like 10:30. We got started a little bit earlier, but we also got finished a little bit late. That's
Happens.
pretty typical. Pretty typical for us. So
We've done it like 4 times.
yeah, I know. We're gonna do it again tonight.
Yeah, let's do
Hey,
it.
hey.
No, we're not putting that. We're not putting that on the air. Okay.
Finish the intro.
Finish the intro. Okay. We exist to bring college football content, picks, predictions, recaps, news, and exciting things happening in college football to those who consider themselves real fans of college football. If you consider yourself a college football sicko, we are a podcast for you. If you're a fan, we are a podcast for you. And last but not least, if you are just looking for people who make picks on this upcoming week's games of the best games that are out there, we're also a podcast for you because we do that. So we've got 26 games upcoming later in this video. So if you want to skip there, that's fine by us. No harm, no foul. But we got 26 picks coming up for y'all. But first, let's recap what we did last week. Week 6 in college football. We picked 21 games, just William and I this week. Sam, you were tending to other things, which is cool. You have a family and stuff, so that's cool. But let's just recap real quick. On the season, entering last week, we were 52-30. Last week, our picks went 13-8 as a podcast. So not too bad. 5 games over 500 is not bad. You know what I mean? But not where we
could have held
wanna
it down
be.
a little bit better.
Yeah, if we had you, Sam, you would have been our, what do you call it? He's our tuning fork. That's the best thing I can.
Crazy. I like that.
I don't know how else to say it, man. You keep us in
I don't
check.
even think I could point out a tuning fork if it was among other objects.
I'm looking up what a tuning fork is right
Yeah, it's like it looks like the thing that's on your mic, the little goalpost looking thing.
Maybe I would have gotten that.
You hit it and it's like ding ding.
Okay.
Yeah, but anyway, William is our big winner of the week. He himself went 15-6. However, I do want to shout out the fact that before we recorded last week, he did tell me he thought Wake Forest was going to beat Virginia Tech. In the moment, I pressured him to pick Virginia Tech so that we had
I wouldn't say pressured him.
we had what is it?
I talked myself into it.
Uniformity. Yeah, but Wake Forest ended up winning. So if you want to give that to him, he was 16-5, which is a ridiculous record for last week.
Yeah. And I texted him. Well, I was going to text him, but then
He picked Cincinnati last minute.
Opted against texting.
He did pick
What
Cincinnati
was your
last
main
minute,
draw
so
to
I did
Cincinnati?
count it.
My
for
main
him.
draw to Cincinnati was home game for Cincinnati. Love Sorsby, and I just feel like it's kind of like last year they got us at home. They
Week
just
5 or 6.
they're a
too.
tough team
right
to
around this
beat
time.
at Nippert Stadium. And then I was listening to Josh Pate and the Bussin' Boys with their picks, and they mentioned that Iowa State had 2 corners out, and I was like, all right, solidify it. Cincinnati's going to win.
Their top 2 corners were out?
Yeah, and they actually lost a third in the game.
Mm.
Yeah, it was tough.
But that wasn't – they ran for like 8 yards a carry.
Yeah, that was not.
That was the reason Cincinnati won.
Big Citrus had a minimal impact on the game, in the run game at least. So William got credit for the Cincinnati pick because he did tell me, one, before the podcast we even aired, and then after. I told him on the pod, if you listen to it, I kind of pressured him into picking Iowa State so that way he would keep the uniformity. So I didn't have to pick between.
Well, you cooked them twice, huh?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, it's a good life
I had a
lesson
rough
to get
week.
good.
We gotta stick with
people
we gotta
in
stick
your
with the
life.
guts today.
Yeah, I had a
You're the
rough
sum
week.
of the 5 people you spend the most time.
Yeah, I was 11-10 last week. It was a rough one for me.
We all have.
I dropped the upset pick of the week, which was Purdue over Illinois, and
My upset pick hit.
your upset. What was that one?
It was Virginia over Louisville.
Yeah, Virginia was 6.5-point
I'm
dogs.
glad I switched it from Boston College over Pitt. Oh my
That was
gosh.
48-0 for Pitt.
48-7.
48-7, they scored garbage time. Anyway.
Put some respect.
Yeah, shout out Dylan Lonergan. Still
He
love
didn't throw
you.
the touchdown.
I still love him. I know, but I still love him. Rough game for Boston College. But nonetheless, here we are. Our record as of now as a podcast, out of 103 games, we are 65-38. Had we rode William, we'd be 68-53. Or wait, no, 68-35. Yeah. But we are picking at a 63.1% clip, which is pretty dang good. 27 games over 500. Which means we'd have to lose our next 27 games. We'd have to go 0-26 this week and then lose our first game next week to be 500, which is a pretty good feeling. So
It'd be pretty impressive if we did that.
that'd be impressive.
It's like equally
that'd make it-
impressive because it's the same thing as picking all the winners. Is like
Yeah.
intentionally picking all the losers.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
It would also suck.
It's like the imperfect bracket. In March
It is the
Madness.
imperfect bracket.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, we a lot of good games. But first, let's talk about Penn State, dude. What happened? I didn't even watch this game was not on my radar. I kind of wish I put it in the picks last week because I had UCLA covering. It just smelled like, okay, Penn State's going to come in and UCLA minus Deshaun Foster is going to play a little more motivated. I didn't think they were going to win. I thought it was going to be like 31-10 and UCLA covered the 23.5-point spread.
They were just outplaying them too.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like a gimmicky
No.
block punt. Like they
Outplaying, outcoaching.
were
Yep.
pushing the ball, getting big third downs,
Rushed for like 6 yards a
Yeah.
carry.
pushing up against Penn State in the trenches.
Yeah. So
Big Ten football up in LA.
And you guys can help me make sense of this too. Do you feel like James Franklin now is on the hot seat at Penn State?
I think he is because of the expectations, but I think it would be silly to move on from him.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of talking to Philip earlier how I think it's kind of like the Monty Williams situation with the Phoenix Suns, where, I mean, they were one play away from the national championship last year.
Yeah.
They've been recruiting great. The expectation this year was to win the Big Ten. So anything short of that is seen as a failure.
Yeah.
But then you don't realize just how much worse it could get.
Yeah.
And so, like how it was with the Suns, how we got super close with Monty Williams. He turned everything around. We let him go, and it just got worse.
Yeah.
So don't think it's going to just get better. Like when
Yeah.
when you're at the 95%, there's 95% you can go the other way, not just
Yeah.
5% up. So
Right.
I don't think it would be wise to make an emotional decision and let him go.
Okay.
I think that's wise. My stance is always don't fire good coaches, and you can be as frustrated as you want with James Franklin, and I can sit here and say I don't enjoy watching Penn State's brand of football, but like at the end of the day, the dude wins, and he wins maybe not against the elite of the elite, but he wins more than most.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, because like, who's beating Ohio State in conference? Michigan.
yeah,
That's
Michigan
it. That's the
lately.
only team that beat Ohio State last year, in conference at least, or at all. Was that Ohio State's only loss last year?
Lost to
They
Michigan.
lost to
Yeah,
Michigan,
Michigan.
and they were 10-2 in regular season last
They
year.
lost an early season game, I'm pretty sure. Oregon. They lost to Oregon.
Yeah.
That's it. But Oregon, it was at Oregon. So it's like, okay, whatever. And the Penn State lost by 3. It was like 13-10. And they were inside the 5, twice and turned the ball over
Against UCLA?
against Ohio State
Oh.
last year. They threw the pick on the fade where, was it Igbenogson or whatever?
I don't remember.
He
Oh,
had
yeah, I
that
was
crazy
there.
pick. You
What
were
am I talking
there.
about?
We talked about it last week.
I'm thinking of a different Ohio State
What would
game.
your
Yeah.
opinion of James Franklin be if something outside of his control, which is Drew Aller making these mishaps in endgame situations, people would think he's the greatest coach
Mm-hmm.
if he had a different quarterback? That like it's really just been Drew Aller
Yeah.
in these big game situations not executing, and it's unfortunate because he's a phenomenal player.
Yeah.
It just continues to happen in big moments. It happened 2 weeks in a row.
You're so much nicer about Drew Aller than we were last week. We said nice-ish things.
Yeah,
but
we're
it
not
was like-
sitting here saying he's a horrible football player and that he's
Right.
no good. And
The criticism is high because of the expectations.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's like, I was telling William last week, I saw that video that the dude posted that was like, here's Drew Aller's highlight tape, and it's just him like dirting like screens and like swing passes, throwing fades out of bounds, taking sacks when there's guys wide open, stuff like
He's
that.
playing some really good football end of last year, though.
He was. And I think he'll get there too. Like, not every player comes into the season red hot. They have to kind of get into their rhythm. I think Drew Aller is that kind of guy.
yeah.
And William, to your credit, I think you were saying last week, like, he makes some pretty ridiculous throws where you're just like, dang, that guy is a first-round talent. Then,
And he's huge.
and he's huge. He has the body of an NFL quarterback. And then he makes some of the dumbest throws where they're just like the biggest question mark throws where you're just like, how?
Yeah.
How are you the starting quarterback at Penn State? How are you a 5-star recruit?
How did you beat out Bo Pribula? Kind of.
Yeah, right. And
That's a
he's
tough
dominating
one.
in the SEC, and we're going to find out if Mizzou's for real this week. They play Bama. It's going to be a good one.
Should we hop into our picks?
I think we have one.
Oh, we got one more discussion.
We have one more brief thing.
Oh, Philip getting on his soapbox.
I got to get on my soapbox real quick.
All right, I'm gonna get real comfortable.
Get comfortable
Some
because
popcorn.
I just want to talk about the AP poll. All right, the Associated Press every week releases a poll on Sunday morning. For if you're on the East Coast, it's probably sometime in early afternoon. When you're watching NFL games, you might get a notification from ESPN that the most recent top 25 rankings were released. I have one good thing and one bad thing to say about the AP poll, and then we can move on. Okay, maybe it'll be bad, good, then bad. So I'll say I think the AP poll is incredibly flawed. Terrible system. It never accurately depicts who the top 25 teams in the country actually are. Usually, voters are going to bed before teams on the West Coast are done playing. Teams like ASU, we play Utah this weekend at Utah at 7:15 p.m. That's 10:15 on the East Coast. What voter is going to stay up and watch that game? They're not college football sickos. They don't grind the game like people like we do. Where I'll stay up and watch Hawaii, Utah State.
That's
You
why
can find this.
West
If I
Coast
can find the
teams
stream,
have
yeah.
to box score crunch.
Yeah, and it just
And
sucks.
It is what it is. Because all they're gonna do is they're gonna wake up Sunday morning
Yes.
and look at what the box score was.
And
look
that
at the key
leads
players.
me into my first really bad thing about it. So, for example, ASU, we went on, and obviously this is all through the lens of Arizona State, right? Big ASU fan. I got my shirt on. We were the number 12 team in the country at one point. At one point, we were number 11. Opened the season at number 11. Any ASU fan will tell you we did not play like a top 12 team, and I don't even think we've played like a top 12 team up to this point, right? So, I'll say we probably didn't deserve our ranking, purely based on where we were. It was all hype based on last year, and we had to earn it, and we didn't. However, that being said, still being the number 12 team in the country, losing on the road at Mississippi State. Mississippi State, Starkville, Mississippi is such a difficult place to play. Tennessee went to overtime. Tennessee right now is the number 12 team in the country. They went to overtime. That game they should have lost, but they didn't. They found a way to win. Good teams do. ASU, same thing. We should have won that game against Mississippi State. And one blunder led to a touchdown in the final 30 seconds, and they won. It sucks. That's the nature of football. However, the following week in the rankings, we went from 12 to dropping completely out of the rankings. That is ridiculous. I think, that was horrible. That was horribly done by the AP voters. Now that gets me into saying a good thing about the AP poll. I want to give them props for being consistent. I have not felt like in the past the AP poll has been a very consistent poll. Usually it's like if a team like ASU, a team like Indiana, a team like Texas Tech, the Kansas States, the Iowa States, really the Big 12 teams, the ACC teams that are ranked that aren't in the SEC or the Big 10, if they lose a tough game on the road, they get penalized big time. If a team like Georgia or Alabama or Texas, if they lose on the road, they usually aren't punished. I do want to go out and say that they were consistent. I texted you both after Texas lost and Penn State lost, and I said there's no chance that they're lower than 18 in this week's poll. Neither team is ranked.
I think people heard that noise too. There was a lot of that, and I wonder how much that actually affected the voters.
Right, and I think well done by the AP committee, like the AP voters, not a committee, the voters. They got it right. Texas should not be ranked, and Penn State should not be ranked after that loss. Do I think they're probably one of the top 25 teams in the country? Probably. Maybe not Texas, but definitely Penn State.
If they give them a little bit, they'll have every chance to be back in, too.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Then you look at a team like ASU. And this is where... So, that was my good. They were consistent. Good for you. You got it right. But here's how, in getting it right, you got it wrong. Or you actually just proved that you were wrong in the first place. Penn State was the number, 3 team in the country coming into the season. And Texas was number
2.
1. Right? Because, Ohio State was 3. Penn State was 2. Mm-hmm. It was 1-2. They were 1-2. We give so, and this is honestly... I'm going to echo what Josh Pate said because I watched his video this week and I couldn't agree more. He ranted about it and I'm going to rant the same way. Texas was not deserving of the number 1 team in the country. Penn State was not deserving of the number 2 team in the country. Now, that being said, whatever, that was a preseason poll. I get it. Preseason polls mean nothing. They mean nothing. They should mean nothing. However, for some reason, they mean everything. Once you are a top whatever team and you're a blue blood, it's impossible to remove that ranking next to your name unless the absolute worst happens, like Penn State losing to UCLA on the road. It's bad.
But how would you know any different, though?
No, but
preseason-wise.
I don't care about the preseason. You can release preseason rankings, but preseason rankings should have zero impact on week 1 rankings and
so
week 2
rankings.
rankings.
How should you determine week 1 rankings?
It's more so, okay, there's got to be some sort of algorithm, right? Someone creates it, I'm sure. I honestly, I like how Josh Pate does it. It goes, who would be favored against who? And then he releases his top 25 that way. And that way what you're getting is, usually Vegas knows best. They know something we don't. They always do. Releasing rankings in that capacity or by doing some kind of study and being like, okay, overall talent composition on rosters, make the people who are making the rankings do their freaking job. Study. You have all off season to study, and yet you're going to lazily roll out your week 1 rankings because there wasn't much change. Oh, and then a team like Florida State. Florida State went from unranked to being number 8. Nobody has a problem with that. I have a problem with that. Penn State was one of the worst teams in the country last year. Fine. Let's not hold last year against them.
You said Penn State was one of the worst teams.
Did I say Penn? I meant Florida State. I'm sorry. Florida State was one of the worst teams in the country last year. I don't think they should be held to that standard. This is a new season. Look at the guys they brought in. Look at their talent. What was their production at their previous schools? Look at their coach, Mike Norvell. He's a successful coach at every level of college football. Or, I mean, he's only really coached at D1 level, but still. In every kind of like level within Division I, FBS. Coached at Memphis, he was successful. He coached at Florida State, he was successful. At ASU, he was a great offensive coordinator. I mean, like, in the AP sense, moving them from unranked to number 8 doesn't make sense. In a real world sense, it does make sense because Alabama was Alabama. They are top to bottom one of the most talented rosters in the country because they always are. Losing like that to Florida State was a statement, and Florida State said, we're here. Okay, Florida State deserves a ranking. Alabama shouldn't be ranked, but they were. That's where I think, one, they get it wrong. Teams like Texas and Penn State, when they don't play up to their standard, they should be dropped. When Oregon smokes some team 73-0, they should move up. That's my soapbox. That's all I'm really going to say. But I do think they got it right this week, moving Texas and Penn State out of the rankings completely. I love that. I don't like how highly ranked Alabama is, purely because their wins are not quality enough for me to say, wow, they really deserve to be number 8. When guess who's right behind them? Texas Tech. They're 5-0. They look like one of the best teams in the country. I think Texas Tech should be top 5.
Yeah.
You think Texas Tech beats Georgia?
Yes.
Right now?
Yes, absolutely. Not a doubt in my mind they beat Georgia.
I'm willing to say they do. I'm not going to sit here and say no doubt in my mind, but
I
Texas
do.
Tech could beat any team in the country. That's how I feel about Texas
Yes.
Tech.
And I could be a little more animated right now because I'm passionate right now.
Yeah, you're fired up.
Fired up about how horrible the AP is. Texas Tech, you're right. I think they could beat any team in the country. I think they go to Georgia. They play at Georgia, and they beat them. That's how good Texas Tech is. And that's how
they could
underwhelming
beat any
Georgia.
team on any field, anywhere. The question is, will they? It's like they're talented enough to beat any team. They're playing well enough to beat any team.
It's only going to get better for them, too.
I know.
Yeah.
They keep nabbing these top 10 recruits.
I know. They got that oil money in Lubbock, Texas.
All right. I accidentally put Georgia as number 3. They're not. I'm pretty sure they're like number, 8 or something. What is Georgia?
I don't like, I'm not a big Texas Tech fan,
Georgia's number 10. Sorry.
but I can't.
Like,
They're that good.
for example,
I think
Michigan.
maybe I'm salty that they beat us last year, but
Yeah, I'm salty about that too. But Texas Tech right now is probably one of the best teams in the country. Ohio State is one of the best teams in the country. They keep showing that.
Yep.
They suffocate people. Texas Tech suffocates people.
Yep.
They've won every game this season by 24 or more.
Yeah.
And that includes at Utah.
Yeah.
I sound exactly like Josh Pate right now. I'm literally parroting exactly what you just said.
You're leaving Miami off your list of elite teams.
Yes,
too.
Miami. Yes, Miami. Georgia Tech.
No. Stop.
I'm kidding. That was for the inside joke. But Miami is one of the most dominant teams in college football right now.
Yeah, they're that
As is, oh my gosh, who's number 2 right now?
Miami.
No.
Should be
Oh, Miami's number 2. Who's number 3 then? It was Miami.
Oregon.
Oregon.
Yeah,
there you go.
Oregon.
There's another
Forget
dominant
about
team.
Oregon.
Yeah.
Ole Miss
Oregon.
is 4. A&M's 5.
Ole Miss deserves the ranking. A&M, yeah,
A&M,
they haven't looked like crazy impressive. I don't know if they're a top 5. I'd probably put Texas Tech at 5 and A&M move them down to like 7.
They beat Notre Dame.
They've got the top 7
Yeah,
right in my
but
mind.
Notre Dame's a great team. I get that.
They've
but
got the
it
top
wasn't like the
7
most-
right.
And
in my
they
head.
shut down Mississippi State.
No, but I think, yes, they did. I think Texas A&M's defense is that way. Their offense isn't. But Texas Tech, on the other hand, is both. I mean, nobody is scoring on them, and then they're hanging 60 on people.
Yeah.
It's night and day. Like, I would
Yeah.
put Texas Tech above A&M, and that's not a disrespect to A&M. I think A&M deserves to be ranked high. but I think Texas Tech has put more top 5 quality tape out there than A&M has.
Texas Tech did it so well. They spent more money than anybody to get an elite portal class, and then they scheduled just atrocious first 3 teams.
Yeah,
to
and
just
then they
work
beat the
out the
piss out of
kinks.
them. And they didn't even have to work out kinks. They were up like 45-0 in
Well,
the
that's
first
the thing.
half.
It's like they were all talking about they brought in guys and they all gelled. So that's good thing number 1. But 2,
Yeah.
it's like even if there wasn't gelling happening, you have 3 Kent State, Arkansas Pine Bluffs to figure out your mess. It's like if they scheduled somebody else in that top 3.
They got the money to do
you
that.
never
So.
know. Yeah.
They got the money
Texas
to
Tech.
schedule whoever they want.
Yep. Texas Tech molded their season exactly the way you would want to mold your
Hey, I
season.
mean, this is just the model that a lot of the big payers have been doing.
Right. I also think, for example, I understand Notre Dame is a great team, and their 2 losses are to top 5 teams. I don't think they should be 16. I think
Notre
they should be
Dame?
lower. Yeah.
Why?
I disagree
They're a
with you
two-loss
on that.
team.
Everyone's hating on
All
Notre
right.
Dame for being
It's
ranked
not-
as a
it is
2-loss
not-
team. I'm like,
That's why I don't like it when
I think
2-loss
that's a
teams
silly
are ranked
team.
higher than teams who are unbeaten. You have
So
BYU, who yes
their
hasn't
losses,
played anybody.
Their 2 losses are 1-score games. 2 games they arguably could have won.
Yes, they should have beat
against
A&M,
top
and they
5
should have-
teams.
They could have beat Miami. You're correct. No, I hear you.
So, do you think
But it's not because they are a great team. I say they shouldn't be ranked. I think being ranked, if you have 2 losses, if they win this week, fine, rank them. But they shouldn't be in the top 20. Unless everyone
what's more important?
past, 15
What's more
is
important at
unranked
week 6?
or has 2 losses.
Your resume or who would be favored against who?
And probably who would be favored.
And I feel like eye test to me has
So,
a lot to
if Notre
do
Dame
with
played
this.
Illinois on a neutral site,
Notre Dame is favored.
if Notre Dame played BYU on a neutral site,
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame played Virginia on a neutral site,
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame played Michigan on a neutral site.
Notre Dame, probably.
That's number 15, 17, 18, and 19.
Yeah, I know. It's my argument's collapsing on itself. Let me backtrack, because you're right. That is, I want to be consistent. Notre Dame should be ranked. They should be ranked higher.
It's actually a good question. Notre Dame versus Missouri on a neutral site.
I think right now they
Notre
probably
Dame
go to
would
Notre
be
Dame.
favored, but I
But it
think
would be a good
Missouri
game.
it would be a good game. I would like Missouri to win that game.
I think Notre Dame Georgia Tech is the better question.
Notre Dame, Georgia Tech, Philip, if you're going to stay consistent.
Notre Dame's probably favored.
Notre Dame,
Georgia
Tennessee.
Tech shouldn't
All
be
right,
ahead
let's
of
keep going.
Missouri.
Notre Dame, Tennessee on a neutral site.
That one's interesting, actually.
I'm giving the edge to Notre Dame on the
Probably
neutral site
yes,
there.
but Tennessee's looked really good this year.
And then you got Notre Dame, LSU.
I'm still
Notre
giving the
Dame.
edge to
Notre
Notre Dame
Dame.
on that one.
At this
Yeah.
point. Notre Dame, Georgia.
Now you're starting.
That's
to get dicey.
probably
now you're starting to get dicey.
where they give the nod to Georgia, but that's just because
That's number 10.
Yeah, but I think Notre Dame would.
And I
beat
think
Georgia.
that's how good Notre Dame is.
Yeah.
I
I'm
think
not
Notre
afraid to say
Dame-
that.
I think Notre Dame would beat Georgia.
Yeah, I do too.
Notre Dame,
I'm
Texas
not
Tech.
afraid.
Texas Tech.
All right, so
Toss up.
that's where we draw it.
Toss it.
Well, I just think Texas Tech has been so dominant. I think it'd be if Texas Tech played Notre Dame today, it'd be the best game college football has seen this season. It'd be so good.
It would be a good game.
But I think Texas Tech, even though they haven't played anybody, I think they're that good. I mean, they played Utah and they beat them on the road.
And Houston. Well, they've played
Houston.
2 good teams in their last 2. It's just their first 3
And
were easy.
they punished Houston. Poor Houston, dude. They couldn't do anything against Texas Tech. It was like watching A&M against Mississippi State, to be honest with you. But yeah. Anyway, but it was at home for A&M, and it was on the road for Texas Tech. Very different.
Shall we dive into
Yes,
our predictions?
that's it. I just think the AP poll is flawed. I think they could do a lot to fix it. I'm bringing problems, but I'm not bringing solutions. I'll do some thinking.
He
on
brought
it.
a solution.
I did.
He brought some things that you thought were important that you don't feel like. I feel like every AP voter should be required to stay up till 3 a.m. local time
Thank
and
you.
watch every West Coast game with their eyes
Thank
pinned
you.
open.
Or people who live on,
Or
because
at least
not
watch the
every
highlights
AP,
the next day.
Yeah, right. Or it's like, don't release the rankings on Sunday. Maybe release them on Monday. Make the people like one. I think the AP poll is such
They're
a
up on
stupid
YouTube
system.
within
'Cause,
30 minutes
yeah,
of the game.
asking them to watch every single game is unfair.
They should make like a little
Make an
30-minute video package
Here we go.
for the all the West Coast games that you've already gone to bed about.
Yeah.
Like a little 30-minute education session
Yeah.
that they send out to the voters, and you have to watch it before you.
Or just eliminate the AP vote. It's stupid. Why are we judging our ranked teams off of this? It should be an algorithm based, like the BCS rankings or the
I feel like we've been here before.
FPI rankings.
That's the whole BCS argument.
Yeah, I like the BCS rankings. It makes sense. I like the college football playoff rankings
I mean,
too, but there's so
these
much
rankings
bias
don't
in
mean
it.
anything except
Yeah, they
for
make sense in week 8.
TV algo.
Yeah.
So
And
one thing I did notice, I don't know if I talked to you guys about it, how when USC played Michigan State a few weeks ago, USC, it was a primetime game at 7 o'clock West
7:30,
Coast time,
yeah.
7:30. USC was the 25th team in the country when they were previously unranked the week before.
Mhm.
This might just be coincidence, but it was something I noticed. 2 weeks ago, when ASU was playing TCU on a primetime game on a Friday night, TCU jumped from unranked to 24. How much do you think having those rankings in front of one of those teams' names increased TV ratings?
probably a good amount.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes the storyline of the ASU TCU game so much better because now it's, instead of just a regular Big 12 matchup, it's a ranked team going into Tempe, Arizona on a Friday night, a stormy Friday night, where you have the best quarterback and receiver duo. It's a PR.
Well, it's just like
dream.
this. How much majority of people use ESPN, CBS Sports app? Majority of college football fans are looking at their games filtered with AP Top 25 on their filter.
I hate that that's the default setting on ESPN, but that is the default setting. I think
So
you're right.
I need to educate myself more on before I start making some claims about how the AP poll is formulated. But if
It's like 63 different voters, and they rank teams 1 through 25, and then each team, every ranking has a point value. It's like, I think you get 25 points for first place votes, and then 1 point for 25th,
I'm just saying, if
and then every team, whoever has the most points, is ranked.
I'm
that
just
way.
saying, if I'm a TV network and we have somebody scheduled that's right on the bubble, and it's not illegal for me to help find a way to try and get them in there, and seeing what the data looks like for games when they're ranked versus not ranked, which that delta is going to be how much more money the network makes, I might try and make things happen. Just a thought.
Yeah, and I'm sure that happens often. Like I remember a few years ago, Georgia, Tennessee, when Tennessee was ranked number 1.
But I think it really is only going to happen on the bubble, though.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to see much change elsewhere. I think going from unranked to ranked is the real shift, because you get the number next to your name and the filter when people look at it. And when you have your advertisement with a number next to it, it looks good.
It does. To say you're a top 25 team in the country is an honor. Yeah, I
It's
just think the system,
if you
man,
don't
needs to
know
be
anything about the
improved.
teams, if you see 25 versus an unranked team,
You think 25 should
but then there's 2 unranked teams that could be 26 and 27 in
Yeah.
the AP poll, it looks a lot more appealing that you're watching 25 versus unranked.
Yeah. Like right now, my ESPN is filtered by top 25. But that's because I refreshed it.
Yeah, so they got you too.
Yeah, they did. Liberty Liberty won, and Missouri State won.
I think we got to be
22-20.
anti filter by top 25.
Yeah, I think I'm happy we'll make that t-shirt. Hashtag,
Never filter your sports app
Hashtag
by
no
AP
filter.
top 25.
and then in parentheses it says, get rid of top 25 as default on ESPN.
How do you feel about that, William?
I don't have too many thoughts about it.
You don't mind doing this quick step every time you go on ESPN?
No, yeah, that is annoying. I'm with you there.
You'd rather big AP poll tell you what you want to see?
No.
So,
I
I
guess I didn't
pro
understand
big
what you guys
media?
were saying by no top 25. Like,
No,
I was wondering if you were talking about like the ranking itself, like them having a ranking next to their name when you see it versus not having a ranking. Or
He's saying like the impact it has on like TV ratings and like
No.
just how the casual fan looks at
and
a
that
team.
makes sense, but yeah, I would certainly prefer to have FBS be my top option when I look, because I want to see East Carolina versus Tulane on a Thursday. I don't want to miss a big game like that in the American Conference because they're not top 25 teams.
I also think it'd be cool if they did rankings 1 through 130, whatever. However many teams there. I think it's 134, something like that.
Nah, I feel like you lose the specialness of being
No,
top
but
25.
the top 25 is where you get the
yeah,
meat.
but who's going to want to sit here and rank 77 versus 78?
But no, it's an algorithm. That's what I'm saying. It's like it crunches the number. It's like AI. You know what I mean? AI does the math for you. You're a data analyst. This is what you do.
Yeah, you got to build it.
Yeah, you build it.
All right, William. When we come back next week, William's going to
Gonna have
present
the-
a completely,
along with my Python studying that I'm trying to do, I'll throw that on.
completely
Just make a
buttoned
new-
up, beta tested,
Yeah.
Yep.
ready to roll out.
Scalable.
What is the?
Gotcha.
What is it? Ready to go to market. It's ready to go to market. That's what it is.
Easy.
You can get that done for us.
Nice. We would appreciate that. Oh wait, you know what? We'll give Kevin. Kevin,
Yeah, Kevin.
you watch this. Yeah, Kevin, you
Kevin's
do
the
that.
engineer.
Yeah, create a rankings
Systems
that's
engineer.
better than the AP.
Shout out Kevin. We know he's watching too.
Yeah,
Love you, Kevin.
we appreciate it, man.
Favorite U of A fan.
Only.
Yeah.
Only.
Only.
U of A fan.
Should we
Actually,
jump
I
into?
can't say that. My father-in-law is U of A fan.
Oh my gosh. Do you have to change your favorite now?
No, Kevin's still my favorite. I love
oh my
Clarence,
gosh.
What do you think about number 24 ranked
Clarence
ECU
sees
versus
this,
Tulane?
It's going to be an awkward Thanksgiving dinner.
but he's trying to get us to transition. You missed his transition.
Oh, sorry.
What do you think about number
It's
20?
not awkward
What do you think about number
Thanksgiving.
24 ranked ECU versus Tulane?
ECU's not ranked 24.
You'd care about it more if they were, huh?
I see what you did there.
True.
You got me because I was like,
It's
the
like
next.
you're
I think
thinking
it's
of South
literally the
Florida.
very next one. South Florida's number 24. But to answer your quick question, Thanksgiving's not awkward. U of A's little brother, and they have been for a while. That's it. Anyway, jumping into our Week 7 predictions. Last week, I want to recap again. We were 13-8. Our season record is 65-38. 63.1% win percentage for us. 27 games above 500. If you want to get real technical, let's dive in. First game, as Sam said, it is not number 24, East Carolina, but it is East Carolina. East Carolina at Tulane. Tulane is a 6.5-point favorite. Fellas, how do we feel about this game?
Jake Retzloff played the game of his life and then came out and.
He sure did.
But I still think Tulane
Is-
bounces back and that they're.
Are they coming off a bye week?
Yeah.
No, they.
Yeah.
Because they lost to
No,
Ole
you're
Miss
right.
2 weeks ago.
No. Tulane might have beat Tulsa last week.
Did they?
I think that's what happened.
What do you guys think about Jake Retzloff while I pull this up?
Very impressive as a runner. Didn't know that he was that
yeah,
athletic.
kind of moves well.
Yeah. He's still equally as impressive as a passer. I think.
Yes,
the fact that
coming
he
off a
can
bye
move-
week.
Okay, yeah, I like Tulane in this one. This one, oh, let me real quick again.
Can you
just
check East Carolina's schedule? Because East Carolina has had some. They lost a close one at NC State to start the year.
Yeah,
They have an impressive win against Army,
yeah.
and then they lost at
Is it,
home to
though?
BYU in a tough game. Army's tough, man. But I think Tulane gets them. Tulane is
Yeah.
just the better team.
It's a
no
home
shade to
game.
East Carolina. Like, Caden Hauser's a good quarterback.
Yeah, I like Tulane in this one, and I wanted to preface how we do our picks again.
Oh,
if
go
the spread is under a touchdown, so if it's less than -7, which we always operate in the 0.5s, so it's -6.5 and below, down to like even money line, is just straight up pick 'em, and then anything over a touchdown, we have to take the spread. So Tulane is a 6.5-point favorite. Right, that's not a heavy favorite by any means. Game is within one possession, and I think that one possession goes to Tulane. I have Tulane winning this game. It sounds like the rest of us do as well.
Yeah.
But do they cover the spread? Because we're also going to start tracking that data. I say yes.
I think
say
so.
yes.
Okay.
Home game. Tulane's home field advantage is pretty cool.
Okay.
They got a
How do I
fun
mark
stadium.
that? How should I mark that when I say they cover? I'm going to say cover.
Are we all saying the same thing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just-
I say cover.
Yeah, but how should I mark
Just
that?
say we all say
I highlight.
Tulane
Normally, what I do
covers.
is I highlight the team that we pick, or I bold it, and then I go back later.
Here,
and I
there's
just-
a pen right there.
Oh, I can write it all down. Where's the pen? Oh, right here. Bet. And I can write it.
But
That's much nicer.
You're asking
Tulane
about Jake
cover.
Retzloff. He has impressed me with his legs for
Perfect.
sure. He has impressive throws in his bag. But the problem
Yeah.
with him is just consistency.
Yeah.
Consistently doing it.
I just always look back
And that was
to
the
last
problem
year.
at BYU.
He was just a winner. He just wins games, and
He's the same quarterback, really.
yeah. He's not like a super special talent by any means. He's a talented quarterback, but yeah, he doesn't jump off the page as better than the next guy. But hey, I'll give him his flowers. That dude just wins football games, and they're gonna handle business on. Is that the Thursday game?
Yep.
Yeah, Thursday against ECU. So, Tulane to cover, Tulane to win. Number 2. We have number 24, South Florida, going on the road at North Texas. South Florida, according to FanDuel, is a -1.5 point favorite on
What
the
does
road.
Vegas know?
It opened at North Texas, was -1.5.
North Texas has been impressive.
They have been. I really like. They're 5-0. South Florida's only loss so far is to Miami. They have impressive wins over Boise State. That one was at home. A road win at Florida, who at the time was number 13. They got throttled by Miami, but that was a gauntlet to go through. So they are battle tested. North Texas has also
Florida beat the number 1 team in the country.
Texas.
Yeah,
So therefore, South Florida,
is the number 0.5
through
team
the
in the
circle of
country.
suck, has beaten.
Every team in college football.
Yes. Gotcha. So they are.
So South Florida is
In
going to hang
fact.
their banner just like their neighbors over at Central Florida.
Heard.
Facts.
Okay. Is that your official stance?
What are we picking for this game?
Both. This one's pretty easy.
Is it?
Unless
What is
no, in terms of the spread, it's 1.5.
I know. Who are you picking to win? Is what I'm asking. Is it easy to pick the winner of this game?
I don't think so.
I don't think
think
so.
so
I have
either.
North Texas winning this game because it's a
I'm
home
thinking-
game. When I'm on the fence, I usually tend to lean towards the home team.
I'm going North Texas.
I
as
do
well.
that too, but I think South Florida, just going back and looking at the wins in the schedule for North Texas, you got the OT win versus Army. You have the blowout versus Washington State, who didn't have Zeviak House playing starting that game. And then just a couple other solid wins, close-ish game with South Alabama, but you look at South Florida's wins and you just destroyed Boise State
So are you taking South Florida because of their resume?
because of their resume. But I do like North Texas. That's not to slight North Texas. It's just I haven't got a chance to really watch North Texas, so I'm kind of box score playing this one.
Yeah. So you're going to take South Florida
I'm going to
officially?
take South Florida because I've watched South Florida, and they have very much impressed me.
Okay, and then we're all taking the spread as well. Or
Taking
which-
North Texas just if they wear those clean uniforms at home.
Yeah.
They
I just
got
think
tons
it's
of clean uniforms.
this is a Friday night game. This is the exact same kind of matchup, TCU versus ASU. TCU came in with probably the more impressive resume than ASU did, but the home environment and the nature of the team just ASU won. TCU outplayed. No, they didn't. Josh Hoover outplayed Sam Leavitt with his arm, but Leavitt made more plays that won us the game
When it mattered.
when it mattered. Right?
Hoover.
But Hoover was so
apart.
consistent, and he just had a few bad plays that led to their demise. Anyway,
Can't take a sack fumble when you need to score points.
preach it. Alrighty. Next game here is Rutgers at Washington. Another Friday night kickoff. Washington.
This is a Williams special right here.
Yeah, this is a Williams special.
Why is this a Williams special?
I just know that this is a game you get excited for.
This is a game I get excited for. This is
Here,
A-
before you dive in real quick, Washington is a 10.5 point favorite. Now go ahead.
Anytime you get Big Ten football on a Friday night, you should get excited. And Rutgers traveling across the country for a late game on a short week. Well, they might have had a bye last week. I think they had a bye.
I can let
But-
you know.
But nonetheless, they are traveling for a Friday game across the country. But the thing that gets me excited is, like, I picked Rutgers as my, like, sleeper team, and I really highlighted their offense, which their offense has been pretty spectacular. Callie McManus has looked incredible. Their receivers are good. Their running backs are good. Their
Yes, they had a
defense
bye last week.
hasn't been able to make the stops they need to win some of these conference games, like against Iowa and against Minnesota. So that being said, I don't think Washington's defense is anything special, but what I do think is special about Washington is DeMond Williams, and I think DeMond Williams is enough to get a Washington cover. In a tough environment.
Okay.
Tough environment for Rutgers, cross-country game,
Loud.
2 straight Big Ten losses, and tough, close finishes. We're going to find out how locked in Shiano has the boys. I still think Rutgers' offense is going to perform. It's just Washington's offense is really going to perform. That's kind of my take.
Like it's going to be like
game.
35-24, a close cover.
It's not a cover.
Yeah,
For
35-24 is a
Washington,
cover.
yeah, it's 11.
That's 11.
Oh,
I'm thinking
I thought it
like
was 12.
No, it's 10 and a half.
42 or 45 to like 28 or 31, something.
Like Washington scores late to solidify the cover.
Yeah.
Okay, I hear that. I also have Washington covering, but this one was really hard for me because I also really like Rutgers, and I think Callie McManus has played really good football. Their offense is really good, and Washington's defense, like you said, hasn't been great. But then again, it's like they haven't been great against Ohio State or Washington State, but they turned it up a notch when they got into the fourth quarter. Same thing against Maryland. The defense wasn't great, but they did enough to win. And so now they're at home. We're in a rock fight with Maryland. That it's like all the signs are pointing towards like, okay, this is an obvious Rutgers cover, but I think you're right. Washington does it. They get it done. DeMond Williams Heisman hype continues.
I agree. I think it's going to be a crazy environment over in Washington. I think you got a 3-headed monster over in Washington with Jonah Coleman, DeMond Williams, and Denzel Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Jonah Coleman's looking like a top 3 running back in the country.
Yep.
I thought they were going to play Ohio State a little bit tougher,
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
but I still think they're a great football team.
Well, what sucks is they did play them tough.
Yeah.
They just couldn't stop their D-line. Like Washington's offensive line is not suited for the Ohio States of the world,
Or the
Oregons,
Marylands.
or the Marylands of the world. That was the biggest concern, was the fact that Washington had to go up against Maryland's D-line.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But they
It's
got
kind
it
of
done.
crazy to me every time I see one of these conference realignment games. You
Yeah.
got to travel so far.
Yeah.
I know,
Like when
and
you
that's a
see-
big thing.
Like when you see Penn State had to go all the way to L.A.
But Duke did it.
And you're going upstate New York to Washington.
Yeah.
Like, it's tough.
Yeah, but then Duke did it against Cal last week.
Like wait till Rutgers.
Not everyone's Darian Mensa.
No, not everyone is Ethan Callie McManus is not Darian Mensah.
Wait till Rutgers
And Cal
has
is
to play
not
in
Washington.
I know, bro.
Yeah.
They did last year. They went
LA.
They went to play USC like late night, Saturday night,
Did
or
they win
maybe
that game?
Friday night. No, they didn't.
I'm telling you, it's gonna tire him out. The take I made early in the season. Give it a few years, and the Pac-12's coming back. Everybody's gonna come back too. It's gonna bring everybody home.
I like being in the Big 12 though.
Yeah, because we don't have a
We
we don't have a travel problem.
We don't
No,
have
we don't.
Oregon or USC or.
Well, if we have to go play at
Washington,
West
Arizona.
Virginia,
Yeah,
if we have to play at West Virginia,
it's not nearly as bad as playing in the Big
Yeah.
Ten,
you're right.
and that's like one
Okay,
game every other year.
here we're jumping now into the Saturday games. 9 a.m. kickoff is a historically notorious game for upsets. It is Ohio State, number 1 Ohio State at number 17 Illinois.
I think there's only one upset in this history that I can remember, and it's like Juice Williams. Back
It was
in
the
like
Juice Williams. That's why I said the
2007.
historic.
So I
notorious
don't know.
upset.
Purdue has more of a history of beating Ohio State, but
That is true.
the Ohio State 14.5. I don't love that line. I think
I think it's
Illinois
too
covers
high.
that.
I don't.
That's what I
Ohio
was
State
thinking.
wins.
I think Ohio
Illinois
State
covers.
covers.
That's my.
I think Ohio
my
State
thoughts.
beats them out, like just dominates.
I
them.
really just want to see Ohio State come out and just
Show us.
yeah,
Yeah.
just leave no questions.
I think that's what happens. And I don't think it's because Illinois is not good. I think they are, like Luke Altmaier, a lot. I think Ohio State's defense is for real. What they did to Minnesota last week should be considered, assault, attempted murder. You know what I mean? Dude, Matt Patricia's got that defense humming, and they're terrifying. I mean, like, I haven't looked at their schedule, really. I'm going to look at it right now, and I'm going to see what teams are doing against their defense right now. 7 points allowed to Texas. 0 to Grambling State. 9 points to Ohio and Parker Navarro. At home. 6 points at Washington to a Heisman hopeful quarterback and one of the best running backs in college football. And then 3 points to Minnesota. Funny
They haven't
enough.
given up more than 10 points. It's crazy.
It's pretty unreal.
Single digits all year. And the
Defense
team that
is
scored the
crazy.
most against them is Ohio State. Not Ohio State. Ohio.
Yeah.
Parker
Cade-
Navarro.
Yeah.
Shout out Parker Navarro. Look what you're doing, man.
Right.
Good
That's
for
our
you,
boy.
bro.
Yeah, Caden Curry on that D-line has flashed like nobody's business for me when I watch their games.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, just something about Ohio State's offense feels a little slower, a little...
Well, I think you're just missing Chip Kelly.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a lot of you're getting a lot of quick game.
Yeah. And they definitely don't have the same level of weapons that they had last year with Emeka
But
Egbuka. They're still loaded. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
but,
I
like,
would say running back is the position.
I was going to say
there.
Egbuka, Judkins, Henderson.
Judkins and Henderson to...
Having Will Howard was different. Julian Sands a dog. I really like him a lot.
I
but,
do
like,
too. Their tight
Will
end
Howard
is
won
good,
this.
but I like the stable backs is solid. It's just not what it was last year, and I think
Correct.
that's what makes this
I
Ohio
wish-
State team a little slower paced. And I think against a tough Illinois defense, I know they didn't look tough against Indiana, and I guess against USC they kind of gave up a lot of points. I don't know. I like Illinois at home. I think they have enough players on defense to make it a game, and I think Luke Altmaier is a good enough quarterback coming off his arguably best performance of his career.
So, Ohio State or Illinois?
I was thinking that they weren't going to cover, but I think Ohio State covers.
He got talked into it.
Yeah, I have Ohio State covering as well. So we'll do
Illinois is just a weird team. They're hard to
Predict.
project.
yeah, but I think Ohio. I'd rather operate in what we know, and what we know is Ohio State's defense is suffocating,
Yeah.
and
I really wish we got to
Illinois.
see Julian Sayin play with Chip Kelly last year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Would have
that'd
been
been
whipping
sick,
that thing
dude.
around.
Well, William, right now, out of 4 picks, you're fading the pod on 2 of them.
Oh
So
boy.
you're either gonna have a great week or a terrible week.
All right. We got to
Okay.
speed run some of these games.
Yep. All right. So we got Alabama at Missouri. Bama is a 3.5 point favorite on the road.
That's my favorite game of the week.
This
Me
is
too.
my also my favorite game of the week. I think Mizzou gets them at home.
I think Bama covers.
I do too.
I think they're for real.
I
All right.
agree.
I think you
do
got that
too,
much talent
but-
playing with a chip on their shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ty
but
Simpson's playing unreal football right now. They got weapons that are stepping up. They got what's the running back's name again?
Jan Miller.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jan Miller's
Miller's
playing
been
phenomenal.
great.
You got
Ryan Williams
you got
still
Bernard
sucks.
and Ryan Williams is stepping back up. So
Yeah.
he dropped a few balls last week. He didn't have his best game, but he also made a couple of big plays. And
That's
I don't
the
mean he
Ryan
sucks,
Williams
that was just-
experience, though.
That is the Ryan Williams experience. But
Yeah.
okay, so you guys have Bama covering,
Yeah.
winning.
Missouri,
and I have
I
Mizzou.
love Missouri. I love their running backs. Love Ahmad Hardy. Love Bo Perbula. I like Kevin Coleman Jr. And I love Missouri's defensive ends, Damon Wilson and Zion Young, I think they're going to cause some problems. That's because I think Alabama has struggled at times this year to protect the passer. But I think the X factor in the game is Ty Simpson, and that's why I'm rolling with Alabama.
I hear it. All right.
Sam said it beautifully.
Next game is
He's probably might be the best player in college football right now.
Ty Simpson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear
He's
that.
playing like it.
Yeah. Pitt at number 25, Florida State. Florida State is a 10.5-point favorite. They've kind of looked shaky the last 2 weeks, but then again, they played really good teams. Pitt coming off of a 48-7 stomping of Boston College.
Is this a primetime game?
This is also a
9
a.m. kickoff.
This is a weird game. I don't know what to make of this game.
Like, I could see Pitt coming out. And, well, actually, who starts at quarterback for Pitt?
Yeah, it's going to be Mason Heinschel, if
that
that's
the
how you say his
freshman?
name. Yeah.
He balled out last week against Boston College. But their defense wasn't Florida State.
Yeah.
And this is Florida State's first home game.
First road game for this kid.
Yeah,
Amazing.
first road game for that kid. Florida State's first home game in, 3 weeks.
No, they played at home against Miami.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. God, why did I think they played at Miami? They looked like they played on the road. That's
No, but they gave them a game. They dominated the fourth quarter against Miami.
They should have
Like,
beat Virginia.
They finished the game well.
I know.
I think Florida State's still a really good team.
Yeah.
They just
Miami's
ran into some
just that good.
unfortunate scheduling. I think Florida State covers this game, and I think this kid gets probably his first taste of a road game in
Yeah,
a
give
rowdy
me-
environment.
Give me Florida State to double the spread. I think they come out
Yeah.
big
Okay.
time.
Yeah, after two gritty, tough losses.
They come out pissed off.
Yeah.
They're embarrassed that 25 is next to their name and they're no longer a top 10. Yeah, I hear that. I agree with you. I think I was kind of on the fence, but I think you guys are right with that assessment.
This next one's fun.
Yeah. Next one's kind of is an interesting one.
Yeah.
It is UCLA at Michigan State. For me, this one is easy. I have Michigan State covering this one.
Covering.
Yeah, I can't get with you there. The difference in this game is Jerry Neuheisel. He's unlocked Nico Iamaleava. Nico looked like one of the better quarterbacks in college football last
Look
week.
like Clemson
Yeah.
DJ Uyunglele.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And the thing that makes him he is up there with Sam Levitt in terms of scramble ability, and just the way he was able to call the running game. Jerry Neuheisel's the difference maker. He has instilled confidence clearly into Nico, and I don't think UCLA wins per se, but I think they cover.
Okay.
I really hope UCLA didn't spend this week parading, and that they're staying motivated and locked in. I haven't been following UCLA media close, so I don't know that. But man, they looked good last week against a very good Penn State team.
Yep.
And they didn't just win on gimmicky stuff. They were winning by doing the little things.
Yep.
Michigan State, they had a big win early. Who was it with Boston College? The overtime win. I don't know if they went to overtime.
They
but
did.
at the end.
42.
Proving to not be such an
that was a
impressive
big
win.
win.
At the time.
They gave USC a little bit,
Yeah.
but
They also gave Nebraska a fight last week. And their backup when Aiden Childs left with an injury actually looked better.
give
Yeah,
me
Giles
UCLA to cover. I think UCLA is going to win outright.
Wow.
I hope you're right.
Dang.
The thing that
For the
holds
fun.
me back from saying that is that I think Michigan State is just a solid football team, and UCLA is not going to be sneaking up on anyone anymore.
Yep.
Michigan State's going to be prepared for Jerry Neuheisel and Nico Iamaleava.
Yep.
So I think that's what edges Michigan State for me, because I think the deficiencies on UCLA's defense are there's no coordinator switch that's really going to fix what's going on that defense. So that for me is why Michigan State wins, but
I think Michigan State
UCLA
wins
covers.
by 10. I think they're up by 7 going into the later stages of the fourth quarter, and they are in a position where they're driving, and UCLA is having to burn timeouts. but they're in field goal range. So instead of punting, giving the ball back, they kick a field goal, and UCLA gets the ball back down 10 with like under 2 minutes, maybe under a minute, and then they don't score.
That's a very specific.
That's just
call
how
right
I see
there.
this game going. Yeah, Yeah, that's what I think is going to happen.
All right.
Anyway, game
Gotta
number
get-
8 of the weekend that we have.
2017
highlighted here.
national champions
Yeah, against the 2 playoff teams.
against the 2025 national champions.
2 former playoff teams. Should have been playoff teams. UCF at Cincinnati. Cincinnati is minus 10.5.
Cincinnati covers this.
Yeah, but here's why it scares me.
Tell me.
This has trap game written on it.
Does it?
Not in a sense where UCF wins, but like where Cincinnati wins like 31.
Cincinnati seems untouchable at home.
I know, but isn't that exactly the kind of thing that would happen where UCF would cover this game? I've been down this road and I was wrong, so I'm just gonna say Cincinnati.
Are you thinking?
UCF
or are
is
you
the same
overthinking?
team that gave
Overthinking
up
it. Definitely overthinking.
170 rushing yards to Dylan Edwards in Kansas State 2 weeks ago
Yeah, they also made that game interesting at the end.
with 2 big plays.
Still plays. Still made the game interesting.
Still plays.
Cincinnati
Still football.
just grinds UCF into powder on the ground.
Yeah.
I like Taven Jackson. I like Jaden Nixon, but my goodness.
Taven Jackson got hurt.
Yeah, didn't he? Jacory
You're so
Brown.
right. Yeah, he got hurt. You're right.
I don't know.
Yeah, he did. He got hurt last week, and then, the lefty kid took over.
Oh, Cam Fancher.
Cam
He
Fancher,
actually
yeah.
played better.
He did, but that's because his legs kind of unlocked the offense.
Yeah. All right.
But
what do you
anyway,
have, Sam?
I have Cincy. William has Cincy.
Give me Cincy to cover.
All right, bet.
All right.
Easy. Washington. I included this one because this is the UCLA at Penn
This is
State.
another one of Williams' fun players.
Yeah, this is the Penn State at UCLA kind of thing where it's like, I think 32.5 is way too much. So Washington State at number 4 Ole Miss, 32.5 in favor of Ole Miss.
Ole Miss is going to cover.
I have Washington State covering.
I
this
think
one.
Washington State covers, and that's purely because I enjoy watching Zeviak House play football.
It's like in order to cover this game, Ole Miss has to score like 56 points.
When you watch Zevi play, you're going to be like, there are some Mateer mannerisms. Like, he's not the same athlete, but kind of the swag, the way he moves, his hype on the field, like I like Zevi. But
Yeah,
shout
I'm
out
not saying
Trinidad.
that like
Ole Miss wins.
Washington State is gonna win this game.
Washington State's going to lose by like 28.
Yeah, but they cover.
And sneak a cover.
Still a pick. Cover is a pick.
All right, let's keep it
Nonetheless.
going.
This is arguably the best. This is the best game of the weekend.
Second best for me, but yeah.
You like
it's-
Mizzou Bama over this one?
Yeah, I just like Ty
Indiana
Simpson.
at Oregon? Yeah, I know, but Indiana at Oregon? Indiana's playing some of the best football in the country. And then Oregon, who is one of the best teams in the country.
Shouldn't they have ran Penn State out of the building, though? If Penn State was bad?
Yeah, I know, but it was at Penn State.
Shouldn't Indiana have run Iowa out of the building? If
Well,
No,
Iowa doesn't
crazy
play
things
real
happen.
Iowa plays fake football.
I know. They play, we're going to get you. We're going to back you into a corner and make you
Just
do
rage
something.
baited me.
Sam just gave me the death stare.
I
Give
got
me-
Iowa hat on.
I think. Give me Indiana to win outright,
Wow.
strictly for the plot armor. Oregon plays that flashy West Coast football. You know, ooh, I got a uniform. No, give me
That's
Indiana.
what Penn
Look,
State said too.
what's that?
That's what Penn State said too.
Yeah.
Play that flashy West Coast football.
Yeah.
Look where it got him.
The thing is just
By the way, if you have not watched Oregon's like documentary Ducks vs. Them from the Penn State game, you must watch that.
Really?
It is art. Legitimately, it's insane.
What was the quote Dan Lanning had?
Oh my
He's
gosh.
like, we're not. He's like,
Those the people in the
thermometer-
white shirts think that they set the temperature, or they think something like that, and he's like, yeah, welcome to the thermostat.
Yeah.
We're setting the
We're-
temperature all day. I'm like, dude, that is elite.
no. Dan Lanning's great because you
Elite.
see how much. Because we love Kenny Dillingham.
Mhm.
Yeah.
How much Kenny got from him.
Yeah. They're in my head. They're the two best They're the two best coaches in college football,
Do
man.
you think Bama should have made more of a push for Lanning?
Yes.
Would
1,000%.
that have been a better hire?
Dude, I might even go as far to say Lanning might be. Well, okay, now.
Could Lanning
DeBoer
have
owns Lanning, though.
Could Lanning have
Who?
recruited?
DeBoer owns Lanning.
Yeah, I don't care about DeBoer, but I mean, like, Lanning, if he was at Bama and could bring that culture to Alabama,
Yeah.
they might have the same kind of success Nick Saban had.
Yeah.
Maybe better.
Now, the more I think about it, the more I think you need stoic DeBoer.
Yeah, because he brings that same kind of Saban energy.
Mm-hmm.
Alabama will get there. I mean, Saban wasn't. They didn't hit the
I
ground.
feel like
running with
Lanning would have
Saban
been
right
too
away.
much of a culture shock.
Yeah, he would have been. You're right.
Anyways,
But back to the game. I like
You got
Oregon.
Indiana. You have Oregon. So it
I
comes
like
down.
Oregon to
Lanning. I like
cover?
Dante Moore. Not to.
That's where it's tough. It's 7.5.
No, I won't. I won't say cover.
if
You have
Indiana
Indiana
was
covering.
if Indiana was minus
If
7,
Indiana-
Is that what we're calling?
Is that what you're saying?
Is that what this pick is?
That has to be. It's 7.5. That's what makes
Shoot,
this one
man.
hard.
Give me Indiana to cover, Oregon to win.
If Indiana was minus 7.5, they'd still cover.
Oh my goodness! Look at this man. I love it.
You are so confident.
I love it.
I don't know, man. Oregon's defense is for real. I mean, let's take a peek. Let's look under the hood real quick.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking at Oregon's
Looking
defense.
for that X factor statistic.
I'm just looking at it.
It's not. It
What is
doesn't
it?
exist.
Like 383 uniform combination.
Something like that. I mean, they've covered 7.5 in all but one game, and it was at Penn State, where they won by 6. I think Indiana does not cover this game. I think Oregon covers, but you fellas believe Indiana covers. So
I think Indiana covers.
I'm going to put
but
Indiana
Oregon
covers.
wins.
We as a podcast believe Indiana covers, but me as in Philip says Oregon covers.
Signetti Lanning is just an elite
Right.
coaching
Such
matchup.
a good coaching
Yeah,
matchup.
right. For Sam, Indiana covers minus 7.5.
Is that your
Bold take.
Is that your bold take?
That should
Yep.
be Sam's upset.
Do you remember
pick.
we used
That's
to
Sam's
do-
upset pick of the
Do you remember we
week?
used to do the bold takes in our freshman year?
Yeah, that
We'd
was
all
fun.
submit them. That was good. We weren't very good at it.
Nah.
Now we're getting better though.
Okay, are we ready to move on?
Yes.
Think
Hold
so.
on. I'm just updating.
I would love to say I've watched more Oregon football than I have this season. Same with Indiana. It just have not
I will be.
got around.
I'm gonna do my absolute best to watch every minute of that game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But okay, Red River rivalry, Oklahoma, Texas.
Boomer
John
Sooner,
Mateer
baby.
is back for this game.
Is he actually?
They said that he is doing everything that he can to play, and it is very likely that he will play.
Is it his right hand that he hurt?
I have no idea.
That he had injury on?
Dog, even if it was Michael Hawkins, I'm saying Boomer Sooner.
Yeah, they look way too good. Mateer.
I wanted to just
Injury.
say Texas right now, but that'd be stretching my luck. I'd love Oklahoma. It's just, why is the line so tight?
Because of Mateer. It's got to be it.
Did it move?
It's still 1.5. Oklahoma.
they must-
It's been that way all week.
I think Michael Hawkins is going to be the guy to start until we see Mateer show up on the field to play. Like, to me, that's what happens. Michael Hawkins is
I don't
still
think
a
they need
good
to roll him
quarterback.
out. I don't think they need to.
I don't think so either. Texas's O-line is so vulnerable. Florida showed last week, and Oklahoma's D-line is insane. And the blitz packages that Brent Venables has, I think Oklahoma's defense gives Arch another rough week.
he underwent a successful procedure on his hand 2 weeks ago,
Which
Say
hand?
what hand?
and appears he is ready to return sooner than expected.
They didn't say what hand.
Oh, they did not say what hand. Let's see.
Maybe someone in the comments can let us know.
Yeah, John Mateer is officially listed as questionable.
I would say, I mean, I guess I understand the put Mateer in
It
at
was
any
surgery.
cost, but I would ride
It was his right
Hawkins and
hand.
keep him healthy. Yeah, dude, ride Hawkins. Like, you want Mateer to be healthy the rest of the season. One conference loss, even if they don't. Like, I understand it's your arch rival, but, like, you're thinking CFP.
Yeah.
You're thinking
Hawkins still
Big
looked
12
good last
SEC
week.
championship.
Big 12.
Yeah.
Hawkins
Yeah.
looked good last
Throwback.
week, too.
No, yeah, I like Hawkins.
I got Oklahoma in this one.
Mm-hmm.
OU, Boomer.
Give me OU.
Boomer
All right.
Sooner.
Iowa State, Colorado.
Iowa State all
This
day.
line is weird.
Yeah, minus 2.5 right now.
Why?
I have Iowa State, and I'm sure
Is
you
it-
guys
is there-
too. There's got to be
Are they swarmed with
something.
injuries?
No, I don't
Iowa
think so.
State
I mean, their
is.
secondary is.
Is that it?
That's it. It's their secondary. Rocco Beck took a nasty hit, but he played the rest of the game.
It still should be like 5.5.
It's a Rocco Beck game.
This is absolutely Rocco. I mean, Colorado's defense is
Yeah.
like it's like butter, and Iowa State's
Why is this line
offense
like-
is like a lukewarm knife.
Well, I don't know why this line is like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't get it either. But yeah, Iowa State to win and to cover. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if they won like 36-10 or whatever.
Yeah, give me Iowa State.
Colorado has
Iowa
played
State.
good football,
don't
but
know.
it's like they played good football from like the start of the first quarter until 8 minutes left in the fourth, and then they just give games away.
Yeah,
But-
I don't know what Vegas has.
Shout out Dion. man.
Colorado's a good team. They're
Ooh,
just
this
not
is
good
a
enough to
fun
win these
one.
games.
Yeah, Iowa State's a really good team.
This is
yeah,
a fun one, Philip.
I know. Nebraska at Maryland. Nebraska's a
Ooh,
6.5.
What time is this game at?
This is
12:30.
12:30. The 12:30 slate is insane.
What network?
Every slate is insane.
Is Fox?
It's probably Fox.
Since
I'll
Big
get
Ten.
it.
Fox.
get it. You
yeah,
guys talk.
It's got to be. I'm torn. I think Maryland's
This game's Big Ten Network.
what?
Yep.
I mean, I know the 12:30 slate is pretty insane.
12:30 is
ABC.
Indiana, Oregon, Oklahoma, Texas,
Okay, yeah,
NC
fair.
State, Notre Dame, Iowa State.
Iowa State's on ESPN because we have the
Colorado.
Big 12 contract.
Texas or TCU, Kansas State is the Fox game.
That makes sense though.
Does
Fox is pretty. they
does
pretty
Fox
much-
do
They do a lot
Big
of Big
Ten
12.
anymore?
I don't know.
Fox?
I don't think so. They might, but
They do the
I
Big
mean,
Noon. It's mostly Big
yeah,
Ten
Fox
games.
Big Noon kickoff.
Okay.
It's a Big Ten.
Okay.
Yeah, because like Ohio State and Michigan usually.
Yeah, but I
play
know.
on
I just
Fox.
know because they have CBS now doing their.
Yeah, but
primetime
TCU
games.
Kansas State's a good game.
All right. So, what do we think's happening in this game?
It scares
This
me
is a
'cause
tough one.
Nebraska's defense is really good.
But Nebraska
Maryland's defense is really good.
is Nebraska going to show up?
That's
Raiola
my
has
question.
played excellent football this year.
I think Maryland's young. They have a lot of talent. The beauty for them is they get this one at home. I think they're licking their wounds after choking away a game they should have won against a really talented team. And I think Maryland gets this game and wins it.
Yeah.
And that's my upset stamp of the week is Maryland, which is
I was-
crazy that Nebraska on the road is 6.5 favorites to me because I think Maryland wins this game.
I like Maryland a lot here, and I think their defensive line is the big reason. Not that Nebraska's O line is a slouch, but Maryland may have a top 5 defensive line in the country. They get after it. They made Wisconsin's offensive line look terrible, which they are. They made Washington's offensive line look terrible, which they are. I think they'll probably do the same to Nebraska. And the secondary for Maryland is solid. Nebraska's got great athletes. I think it's Raiola versus Malik Washington.
Who's the better quarterback right now?
Dylan Raiola.
Who has the
But
better?
Malik Washington's going to outplay him, and Maryland
Who
wins
has
this
better
game.
weapons? Oh.
Maryland is winning this football game because of their D-line, and they're going to make life difficult for Raiola. I mean, Raiola, when he faced pressure against a team like Michigan, he crumbles. And it's not that he crumbles, it's because he's got to just hit the check down. He's smart. He just hits the check down, and they get 2-3 yards every single play, and then they punt a lot. That's what happened against Michigan. If you take away the Hail Mary, he was probably throwing like 3 or 4 yards per completion.
My
It was not
brain
good.
says Nebraska's the better team because they have more talent,
You know, but
like
it's
all
not
around.
okay.
But I'm waiting for Nebraska to play to the level of their talent. I just haven't quite seen them do that consistently this year.
I'm going
I
to roll
think
with
Maryland's
Nebraska to cover.
Okay, Nebraska to cover and to win, obviously. So Sam's got Nebraska in this one. I love Nebraska because of Will Compton, but I gotta ride Maryland.
I'm an Iowa fan.
Maryland-
Nothing about Nebraska I like.
I'm a big fan of Maryland, man. They look so good.
I just like that Maryland's good.
I do too.
It's so odd and it's so fun.
They
that
they might
team
be a
in the Big
playoff team
Ten.
next year.
Yeah, Maryland has the number 2 overall recruit in the country in the next year's class.
What position?
Edge,
How?
because he's from Maryland.
They're starting to recruit their own state.
And they have 2 freshman edges right now that are like
Really?
top
Wreaking havoc.
10 in sacks in the Big Ten.
If they can keep their quarterback, that's
Yep.
the name of the game.
Also
I
4-star
think-
freshman
Don't
from
get
Maryland.
don't get poached.
I think they'll probably be able to keep all those
You
guys.
think they're gonna get poached?
No,
I
I
think they're
what's gonna happen
building.
is they're going to probably get some guys in the portal.
I think they're going to start building. They're going to be a 8-win team this year who only loses to, like, I don't even know what their schedule is. We're going to take a quick peek real quick. They don't play Oregon, so that's good.
They probably got Penn State.
Probably. Where is it?
I can't.
Was
believe
this a
we put
12:30
this next
kickoff?
game on here.
Yeah, what are we gonna talk about?
I don't know.
That's a wild one to put on.
Dude, I know. It's just a 2.5 point spread. I had
We
to.
gotta just hammer through that one.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about
But
it.
we all
much.
know what we're picking.
All right, you know what? Not the craziest schedule. So they play home versus Nebraska. If they win that one, they go on the road at UCLA. Tough one. Obviously,
It's gonna be a
UCLA's
fun
playing
game.
inspired, but that's fun football. Then they have a bye week where then they play Indiana at home. That's one where it's like home game. Who knows? They're 6-1. They could be riding high, and they could win that game. If they win, they're 7-1 going on the road at Rutgers. Right? They lose, whatever. Or here, what if they lose to Indiana, they beat Rutgers, and then they lose on the road at Illinois? Home against Michigan, which could go either way, and then home against Michigan State to end the year. There is a legitimate path where if they lose to every ranked team they play, they go 8-4. If they steal one of them, they're 9-3, and they end the year ranked probably in the top 15. They could be one of those fringe playoff teams like South Carolina last year. And if they win every game they play at home the rest of the year, they beat Rutgers on the road and beat UCLA. Their only loss is at Illinois. Outside of their home loss to Washington, they end the year 10-2. I'm just saying, it's there. They control their destiny as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, anyway. Wake Forest at Oregon State.
Wake Forest.
You got
Don't
Wake
care.
Forest. I got Oregon State.
You have Oregon State.
Yeah, they're 0-5. They got to get one.
They're
That's why
6.
0-6.
Did
they
Oregon
gotta
State
get
play
one.
last week? Who'd they give a game to?
App State.
No, I thought they gave a game to somebody. Or was that 2 weeks ago?
That was
Oregon-
Houston.
Oh, they
played
gave a game to
in
Houston at
OT.
home.
They lost to Houston in
And
OT.
Really?
then they lost on the road to
That was 2
Appalachian
weeks ago,
State.
right?
Yeah.
But I think Oregon State beats Wake.
I was
Forest.
off for a week, and
All
I'm
right.
What do you have, William? You got Wake Forest?
I got Wake.
Sam, what do you have?
me Wake Forest.
Okay, so we'll say Wake Forest is a podcast.
This gonna be a good one next week or the next game.
Yeah, that was a palate cleanser for this one.
Palate cleanser.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So now we're all good. We're good to go for TCU at Kansas State.
This is a spicy one.
TCU is a 1.5 point favorite on the road at Kansas State.
Dylan
Kansas
Edwards
State,
back.
yeah, and that's why their
Did he play?
offense. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they're 0-2
Last
with
2
Dylan
weeks.
Edwards. They're 1-1. I'm sorry, with Dylan Edwards back. They beat UCF handily. Well, not handily. They dominated most of the game and then lost. They should have beat Baylor
Yep.
on the road last week, but Avery Johnson, who I think is an excellent quarterback,
Mm-hmm.
made one mistake. He threw a pick six and gave Baylor the lead. Yikes. Anyway, gave Baylor the lead. They ended up winning 35-34, and I think
Kansas State-
did they block a field goal to win? Like Kansas State missed a field goal?
Baylor hit a 53-yarder to win.
Is Kansas State 2-4?
No,
Yeah.
Baylor didn't.
Baylor hit the game-winning field goal.
Did Kansas State kick a field goal?
Yeah. Kansas State had a chance at the end. They missed, or they got blocked from
That's what
like
it was.
50 plus.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because Baylor's pick six is what gave them the lead. Because they were down 34-20. Baylor went down and scored, went for two and got it, and then they got the pick six and went up 35-34.
Yeah, needless to say, Kansas State's playing much better football right
Yes,
now.
they are.
What an awful start to the season
But-
for Kansas State.
TCU is still, in my head, a top 25 team.
Yeah.
They ran into a buzzsaw in ASU, unfortunately for them. And they took a hit in the rankings. But because the AP voters don't love ASU like that, so now TCU gets penalized, they win this game and they're ranked next week. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
Give me TCU.
Yeah, give me TCU. I think the same weakness is the same weakness for Kansas State, and it's their pass defense.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Hoover is
They looked phenomenal against ASU.
amazing.
You got TCU as well?
Mhm.
All right, cool. What is it?
Fun game,
Uniformity.
Fun game.
Unanimity?
Avery Johnson's still a dog.
He is still a dog. I just want it to be a good game. Yeah. I just don't know.
I mean, there's a scenario. I could certainly see Kansas State winning that one, too. That
Yeah,
one's
I know.
like a toss-up for me.
Yeah.
Arkansas, Tennessee.
Yeah. Arkansas at number 12, Tennessee. Tennessee is a 12.5-point favorite.
Tennessee to cover.
I also
Same.
like Tennessee to cover. Tennessee to cover. That's pretty easy.
Bobby
No need to-
Petrino as the interim head coach is just weird.
Yeah.
So I think Tennessee
I will be
covers.
rooting against Arkansas the rest of the year. Purely because of him.
Ooh, it's only 7.5.
Yeah. Florida at A&M.
This is a
7.5-point
crazy one.
favorites in favor of Texas A&M. I got A&M to cover.
Yep.
I don't think so. I think
A&M to
Florida
cover.
covers.
You think
they
I
Florida
think A&M
covers?
wins.
Florida covers?
Yeah.
Why?
Confidence after last week. Lagway has Dallas Wilson back and healthy, and he looked unreal against Texas.
You don't think
And I
A&M's
think-
D-line just stifles?
I think Florida's
Lagway.
O-line is good.
Yeah, but Florida can't run the ball against this.
Yes, they can.
You think they're going
Florida's
to run
been
the ball
able to
against
run the
A&M?
ball against everybody this year.
You think they're going to run the ball against A&M?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't.
I think it's going to be one of those slugfest SEC games with two very talented rosters getting into a knife fight.
Yeah, this is a bloodbath waiting to happen. I hear that. But I just think A&M kind of does what they do last week, and they just slowly pull away. I don't think it's going to be – I think it's going to be like Florida scores 14, and A&M wins like 34-14 in this one. But it's going to be like 10-7 at half. Then A&M scores to open half. It's like 17-7. Then they kick a field goal, and it's 20-7. Florida scores, and then A&M scores, and from there it's just too much. All right. Texas Tech plays Kansas at home, and they are 14.5-point favorites.
They're going to run away with it. Texas Tech to cover.
I agree with you. Texas Tech to cover. I think they win by 3 scores, which isn't actually that crazy.
My heart says Jalen Daniels gets the cover, so that's what I'll ride.
All
But
right.
So how are
I
you
think-
tracking this, Philip?
I think Texas Tech is
Oh.
a
Are you
much
keeping the
better
same
team.
score?
They're all
system?
pretty. I mean, for the most part, it's pretty simple to.
Are you keeping track with the old scoring system?
Mhm.
Okay, good.
That's what I'm doing here, and then here I'm underlining. So like, we had
Georgia's number 3? What?
no, they're number 10. I messed up.
Okay. I was going to say what happened.
I said it earlier, but you didn't hear it.
I'm sorry. I was in my own world. That game is a tough one for me to pick.
Yeah, I agree.
And that being the case, something weird in me is saying pick Auburn. So I'm going to pick Auburn. That feels wrong and that feels weird.
Yeah, that's what
Auburn has just been Georgia's kryptonite the last several years for whatever reason. They always give Georgia. Were we done with the Texas Tech game?
Yeah, I'm just underlining. I'm catching up on the outline, underlining. Go ahead. You guys can keep talking.
Yeah, that spread is tight for the number 3 ranked team in the country.
Yeah, and Georgia's had much better teams against Auburn's much less better teams, and it's still been close. And Jordan Hare is just not a place Georgia has fond memories in. I like Auburn's talent. Like their offensive line is still good. They run the ball well against everybody but A&M. I think Jackson Arnold is still a solid quarterback. Hugh Freeze is coaching for his life. Georgia, they have way too many receivers to be as flat sometimes as they are throwing the ball.
This is the kind of game where
That's
it's like
probably more the OC's fault. But
I love Auburn in this one. Honestly, I think Auburn wins this one.
me too. Something spicy about it.
Give me
Yeah.
Georgia.
Georgia. So Sam's got Georgia.
And Sam's probably right on that.
Yeah.
Just something about this game. It's always something weird between these two.
Right. I could also see Auburn like losing by a field goal. So I mean like Auburn to cover, but I also have them winning. All right. Michigan Number 15, Michigan at USC. USC is a 2.5-point favorite.
I like USC here.
Yeah, me too. I feel like USC should be
I
ranked.
think they've just been playing better football. Michigan's been playing.
Up and down.
Yeah.
Michigan's defense is for real, though. They are really good.
They are, but so is USC's offense.
Mm-hmm.
And USC's defense is also good,
Yeah, except against Illinois.
except against Illinois. But
You don't think Bryce Underwood is putting it together?
I think he's got some more stuff to work on in his game before he becomes that elite quarterback. I do love the emergence of Donovan McCulley. He actually looks really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I just think USC is the better team at this point. And I think Illinois, they had opportunities to win that game too, even though Illinois had opportunities to like pull away.
Did USC have a bye week last week?
Yeah.
And then Michigan played.
And USC should have won that game against Illinois. They scored too fast.
Yeah, they did. And then Michigan played who last week?
Wisconsin.
Yeah,
Tough-
that's right.
Tough game against Wisconsin with their third.
And now they're
string quarterback.
traveling. They're traveling cross country.
I think every team
USC's
going,
well rested.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're right.
I think all
Something
these,
tells me though.
yeah,
Michigan's
all these
gonna
schools going to
win.
LA.
I'm gonna go USC. Yeah,
It's gonna be tough for them.
I agree. Yeah, I think USC wins this one as well. Next up, we got Clemson at Boston College. Clemson is a 13.5-point favorite, and they are coming off of a very impressive stomping of North Carolina.
I am hammering the Clemson over.
I am as well. I think Clemson is just too good for Boston College. Boston College has been playing uninspired football. I like Lonergan, but I just don't think they have the weapons offensively or defensively to hang with Clemson.
Clemson looked like we thought they were gonna look all year.
Yeah.
And just airing the ball out. Beautiful deep ball from Klubnik.
Yeah. Fun
Clemson
gadget
to cover.
plays. Yeah, I mean, they came out with a trick play on the first play and scored against North Carolina.
What a
is
week
always
for Klubnik and Trevor Lawrence.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah, Clemson fans were happy about it.
Right. All right. Now to the other team in South Carolina. South Carolina plays at number 11 LSU, and LSU is an 8.5-point favorite.
Give me LSU to bounce back.
Yeah,
I know you
cover.
want LSU to win this one.
I think that's the right answer here because I think they're more talented. South Carolina's got some deficiencies about their team. The
Yeah,
problem is I've been underwhelmed by LSU's passing offense. Well, just their offense in general this year.
I was going to ask, is LSU better this year than they were last year?
On defense, yeah.
Okay. And is South Carolina better this year than they were last year?
No.
Okay. And LSU won that game by like a field goal? I think South Carolina covers. I think it's like LSU wins by a touchdown.
Lenora Seller's going to have to
So
leave
wait,
it all out on the field for that to happen.
you said South Carolina. Oh, so you think LSU is just gonna win by 7?
Yeah. So I think LSU wins.
These are
but-
tight predictions from you, Philip. You could just be like, within a point and a half.
Yeah. No, I got South Carolina.
3 drives,
ending in
field goals, and
Yeah.
Philip's gonna.
I'm a big vibes.
Yeah.
Big on the vibes.
Thinking about what game script they're coming out with first drive.
Yeah. They come out. They hit 5 passes on the first drive. They 11 play 70-yard touchdown. 70-yard touchdown drive. Because
That's a pretty beautiful drive there.
that would be it would be elegant, as they say.
Take like 4 minutes and 13 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good number.
Yeah. Philippians 4:13. Anyway. BYU number 18 BYU at Arizona. The Dirty T.
Yeah, only 1.5.
It is BYU minus 1.5. Give me BYU.
Give me U of A.
yeah. Shout out Kevin.
This one's for Kevin.
Love you, Kevin. But this is yeah, I'm just waiting to be super impressed by BYU. Now I like Bear, Bachmeier.
I hope both teams just have an awful time.
I do
Yeah.
too. I hate
yeah,
both teams. So
6-3 U of A win. let's
6-3
chalk it
BYU.
up.
6-3 U of A win.
Game that makes everyone just wish they didn't watch it.
It's all muddy. Signals get stolen.
15 penalties on both sides.
Someone gets arrested.
Yeah. Just a
bad-
misdemeanor. Though.
Bad press. Bad post-game press conferences. Bad demeanor in the locker room. Both teams leave this not feeling like themselves.
Yeah.
U of A wins.
Can they tie?
I think.
I'd love them.
well,
to
I would
tie.
love.
Yeah.
I think
I'd love a
there's
tie.
there's one scenario where they both can end with the loss. So
Really?
no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, BYU wins, but their entire team gets hurt. That's 2 teams leaving with a loss.
I won't call for an injury, but if they get arrested,
The whole team gets suspended for having premarital sex.
Ooh,
That's what it is.
yeah.
They found out that they were like unruling. What is it? Just like they're DMing women in an unruly fashion.
They
They
just-
get suspended. They pull the Jake Retzlaff. Where they are having inappropriate relationships with women.
Mm.
just has to say the same thing 4 times. All right, we got Navy Temple.
No, let me finish U of A.
Oh, you had more to say?
So,
I think both
we're
teams.
gooning.
I think neither team has played a tough schedule. I think at
Yeah.
different times, each team has looked impressive and not looked impressive. And I think the fact that U of A is at home, and I think the most X factor player in this game, the player that has like the biggest pop factor, is Noah Fafita, and I think he does pop. So that's my take.
Would you rather have on your team right now, Bo Prabula or Noah Favita?
Bo Prabula. Not a doubt in my mind.
Yeah, that's not.
I
That's
don't
not
even
a
like.
tough
I don't like
question for me.
Fafita that much.
I think he's a good quarterback. I think for him, it's like he has the ability to be a wow player, like to pile up the stats, pile up the numbers. Like when he gets into a rhythm, he just can pile it on teams.
Yeah, fair enough.
And I don't think BYU's offense right now has that ability. So
Fair
I'm
enough.
leaning U of A.
Well, the pod is riding with U of A, unfortunately.
It's a
Philip
real
Witter,
lose-lose
am riding with
game
BYU,
anyway.
but I hope both teams don't have fun. Game 24 of the week for us is Navy at Temple. These next 3 are kind of out of order in terms of kickoffs, but that's because we all have teams in the camp where we like them. I'm a Navy fan, so I got Navy covering at Temple after a hard-fought game against Air Force where Blake Horvath once again established the fact that he is a realistic Heisman contender.
I saw they threw the ball pretty deep.
Yeah, 26 times, and I'm not
26
happy
pass
about
attempts
it. Stop. I don't want
to
to talk about it.
29 run attempts for
Stop.
Navy.
I don't want to talk
Wait.
about it. Let's
Navy.
move on.
Is Navy losing?
Navy's
Move on.
receiver, no, their running back had 8 catches for 243 yards and 3
Yeah, I
touchdowns.
don't want to talk
Wait,
about
he's
it.
what position is he?
He's a running back.
Is he a catching back or no?
Yeah,
He just runs
where
when
does
the
he-
ball's in his hands.
Where does he
Doesn't
go?
matter where
Where
the
does he
ball
go? Where does he go to
is put in his
school?
hands. He's Naval Academy.
Oh,
He's gonna serve our country. So tread lightly.
So he has to listen to his leaders, even if they are leading him
leading him astray.
him
honestly.
astray from what
I'm not.
the
I'm
values
not
of the
happy about it
school.
either.
What is happening to America?
I know.
I
We
am
lost
not
it.
happy about it either. As a Navy fan,
I don't think this can be
we
solved
threw
in
the
one
ball
election.
25 too many
Yeah.
times.
I think I know the solution to it. I think it's Temple plus 9.5 because of what I'm seeing from some select troops.
God, Sam hates America.
I
Okay,
just
go
don't
ahead.
hate America. Just some select.
No, it's fine.
Some teams still know how to run the ball. Army only attempted maybe 6 passes.
It's already 5 too many. You're allowed 1 pass
You know,
per game.
How many?
compare that
One.
to what Air Force and Navy did this Saturday.
Yeah,
Bad,
I
dude.
think if you go away from your
A
roots,
Navy quarterback having 300 passing yards makes me
Hey.
want to throw up.
It's crazy.
can't go away from yourself, Philip.
And do you know what they did to win the game with the game on the line? Navy's up 3, 3rd and 2.
They threw the ball.
Play action bootleg pass.
Did it work?
Yeah,
All right, that's fair then.
but it's Navy on 3rd and 2
Yeah.
with the game on the line.
Amen.
No, I mean seriously, I recommend anyone go. CBS posted like a 20-minute highlight of that game. The offensive coordinators put on an absolute clinic. You must watch the highlights of that game. Like some of the plays they're coming up with, it was a wildcat delayed Y pop pass on 4th and 2 for Air Force, and you're just like, dude, this is incredible. The offensive coordinators in this game, just, oh my gosh.
Also a pass play. Sickening.
From a running back to a tight end.
Okay, anytime a quarterback on a triple option team throws the ball, it's pretty much a running back.
We love to give crap to the service academies for throwing the ball, but it was tons of fun to watch.
It was elegant football. Elegant American football. Is it even American?
I love the joke of it too, but it was incredible to watch. Blake Horvath's a stud, and I think Navy covers. I do like Evan Simon at Temple, and they've looked better, but I don't know. I think Navy is the better football team.
I agree. And then Sam, you're going out on a limb, and you're saying Temple because you're anti-America, which is fine.
Hey,
no,
don't forget about the Temple. Got to mix church and state.
Okay, we're not LDS, man. Okay, game number 25.
Insane amount of Mormon slander from.
I picked BYU.
Heavy from us.
I picked BYU.
You had like 4.
Don't remember that when we talk about ASU Utah, though.
Yeah, what did you say? Like 12 times?
Dan, what? The inappropriate relations with women?
Something like that. Yeah.
All right. 25. Iowa at Wisconsin.
Iowa easy.
Williams telling us that Gronowski is hurt.
Yeah, Gronowski got hurt at the end of the Indiana game.
Doesn't change much. They don't throw the ball anyway.
Brandon Sullivan anyway?
No, Brandon Sullivan's at Tulane.
Oh, that's right.
They
have Walker White. Auburn
White
transfer. He's a good thrower of the football. Didn't look great against Indiana, but I think a week of practice. Wisconsin is not the toughest of opponents. I think Iowa wins no matter what.
All right. And that...
People are sleeping on how good Iowa is.
So I have Iowa as well. Iowa wins, and they cover 3.5.
That means like a field goal and a safety.
Yep.
5-0.
Yep.
If they win 5-0. That'd be awesome if they won that way. Okay.
Field goal and a 1-point safety.
All right.
We have LSU.
The game, the preview, the ASU preview is here.
Yep. Get comfortable.
All right.
All right,
we got ASU at Utah. Utah opens up.
Hold on. Before we do this, I'm going to try and get the camera back on.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, because if we can get this,
do you want to cut the audio?
Yeah, because we've now
broke the fourth wall.
Yeah.
Broke the fourth wall. So you want me to cut this audio right now?
Yeah.
All right. And then we'll start the ASU audio different. Dang, so we went over a lot of stuff today. We're sitting a little bit longer than we want to be. The ASU preview is going to be posted separately, so be on the lookout for that. But yeah, we appreciate you guys getting to this point. Like, comment, subscribe. I want to emphasize subscribe. We said it earlier in the video. We're over 100 subscribers now. Our goal is to hit 1,000. So we're 10% of the way there. 1/10 of our goal. So please share the video. Help tell your friends, tell your family, your coworkers. If they like college football, tell them to watch, because we are going to keep coming out with awesome college football content that is not only geared towards ASU. We are ASU fans, but we're going to do it for all college football teams. And the more time we have to dedicate to this, we can dive even further in the weeds on some of the smaller teams, which we want to do that. But we just don't have time. So we'll get there, hopefully. Fingers crossed, Lord willing. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, follow us on social media at GiveBackTTG on all platforms. Again, it is at GiveBackTTG on all platforms. I forgot to tell you guys this, but we actually have some new designs in the works for logos. So that'll be interesting. I'll show you guys some of the stuff, but we may have new profile pictures and some nice content to post coming up here in the next few weeks. So be on the lookout for that. If you're following us on Instagram, you'll definitely see it. But yeah, I think that might be it. Right? I said follow us on social media. Like, comment, subscribe. Emphasis on subscribe. We also appreciate likes too. Likes are good. Doesn't hurt anybody. Anyway, that's all we got for y'all. Appreciate you watching. Have a great week. Enjoy the games. Be safe. Be wise. And we'll see y'all next week. Peace.